Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading for January 2020. Oh my. Happy holidays everyone. I hope you have and have had a wonderful holiday. So this is for Aquarius, my deep thinkers, right? Aquarius does not want to be told what to do. Don't tell an Aquarius what to do. You can suggest, and that's what I always keep that in mind when I do your reading, like, you don't want to be told what to do. You can be rebellious, but in a great way, and, you're like the hippies. You're the hippies of the zodiac. So, welcome guys. Some of you were intuitively guided to the reading. Trust within your intuition. You were sent here for a reason, and welcome. Some of you may be in love with an Aquarius, or an Aquarius is in love with you. I hope you receive whatever message you need. Probably some peace of mind. So I hope you receive that today in the message. Again, this is for January 2020. But remember, time is fluid. Whenever you see it, it's the right time for you. Often I have people saying they see a reading. As a matter of fact, I just got like 5 messages the other day about people seeing readings that were over a year old and how they fit perfectly. It gave them the exact message they needed at that time. So that's when you trust your intuition. If you feel guided to something, guided to a reading, there's usually a message in there for you. I always invite your spirit guides in, my spirit guides in, to work together and help bring us the messages. Feel free to ask for your own signs, or that your signs be illuminated to you. That's probably the best thing, that they're illuminated to you. And then just trust. Let's just go ahead and take a second and do a few deep breaths. Clearly, I need it. And let's begin. So we have the Fool, and we have the Hangman, but the Hangman is like halfway between not moving and movement. So someone's in limbo. Someone is in limbo. We'll keep it like that for a second. That could be taking time also to make a plan, right? I want to make a plan. There's something I want to do. It's a new adventure, right? I want to do something. I am noticing that the Fool is looking, I want to say back, but maybe I should say to the left. This could be like a cross-country trip. I live in the East Coast, and I'm looking, I want to go to the West Coast, or vice versa, something like that. I know it's multiple things for multiple people. Anyway, I want to say we're almost there. Maybe the last missing piece of the puzzle is going to show up, because the Fool is the first card, so I know that whatever this is, you do take this journey. We have the 7 of Swords. I want to say, I feel like there's a few people who have been wanting to get a dog, and you've been putting it off, but, it's like you feel like, I want to get this dog, probably a rescue dog, because I feel like it's coming from the, compassion, empathy. So, I'm thinking, I rescue, I help. And I feel like you want to do it, but you haven't done it. And, let's just put it this way. I feel like, the time The time is right, but it is, whenever you decide. But if there's a fear wrapped around the time period, I feel like, excuse me, God's just saying that, this is going to be as good as time as any. I feel like there's also a few of you who are in a situation where you feel like someone is stealing from you, taking something from you, okay? Whether that be something physical, whether it be my ideas. Someone may be, I may be wanting to launch a project, and I'm either worried about telling someone my ideas because I'm afraid they're going to take them and then use them as their own, or someone has already done that. I don't feel like they have already done that, maybe, but I do feel like it's something, almost like I'm waiting to see if they do it or not. So I wonder if maybe I give them some false information, like, hey, here's the great idea I had, when you don't really have that idea, and I'm waiting to see what they do with it. So I feel like I'm testing someone here. I'm waiting to see their characters. I'm waiting to see if I could trust them. Literally it feels like because they could take something from me, maybe multiple things. I would say this person that I'm worried about, if it's ideas, I feel like there's also someone, you may work in construction and there's someone stealing your tools. And I feel you may be in the process of setting them up. If not, maybe this is your advice, where you could, I don't know, maybe put someone on the property in the evening. Don't let this person know there's anybody there. Maybe get like, bring something that would really entice them, and then they know that it's left there. Okay, so I feel like I could set someone up. That doesn't sound right, but they deserve it, because I want to catch them in the act. I'm going to catch them in the act. And you can catch them in the act. Matter of fact, that's a little bit of the advice, like, and I feel like that's relating to business. If this is relating to, like, something personal, it's not about catching them in the act, because I don't want anybody to put themselves in any type of situation like that. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to leave the cards as they're coming out. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Two of Cups. And we have the Five of Cups. And it's funny because these cards came out, and for some reason I noticed they were all leaning. So they were all leaning this way, where the Fool is going that way. So the Fool wants to go this direction, but everything else seems to be going to the right. The Fool wants to go to the left. Okay. Okay, so I do feel like for some of you who, again, you feel like, the best way I could say is that they would take something from you. I do have the Two of Cups here, so, that is soulmate energy. It doesn't have to be love. It can be, a soulmate within my career. Someone I collaborate with who gets me like no one, like we sit down to write a song, and, it just pours out of us when we're together. So I feel like the Fool, for a few of you, is the idea of going back to see someone someone that you were once romantically attached to, someone that you once gave your heart to. I feel like you still want to go back. This could be the other way, by the way. We could be reading their energy. And anyway, I feel like I want to go back and because I'm missing this person. This person feels like they're on your mind. Maybe already in contact with. Maybe this is the two of you planning something. However, I can't ignore the fact that there's still the energy where I wonder. No, not even I wonder. Like, I feel like I'm, in one way or another, receiving or waiting for concrete evidence that I can, okay, that they won't take from me. This person, you may also be trying to get them to see your point of view over something. To see your point of view. Or they want you to see their point of view. It may be an earlier action. You know, this could be someone saying, I want to, you know, we haven't seen each other or talked to each other in such a long time, and this has been something that's been on my mind. I want you to understand, or I want you to listen to my side, because there's something important, like there's something that has been within me that I just couldn't imagine, like something happening to one of us, and you know, or something happening to you, and not having the ability to then tell you what's in my heart. So this is someone who, although they've held it in, boy, they want to let it out, okay? And they want you, or of course the other way around. They want you to understand. They want to try to get you to understand their point of view. Now, with that point of view is connected the soulmate. The soulmate is connected to that energy. So this is clearly, I feel like someone, through realizing, because listen, they want to explain something to you, and I have a feeling that they have gone over this in their head again and again and again. Almost to the point where I could give it as a speech. Now, I don't mean that in a degrading way at all. I feel like they're coming from a very authentic energy, and through them reflecting upon a situation or just a time period with you, they saw their point of, they saw, no, not their point of view, they saw their own actions within it. Not just that, but they, for some reason, somehow, were able to feel what you must have felt. Now, maybe this came through another person who came in and gave them karma, right? Karma, because if I hurt another purposely, chances are that's coming back to me in the form of karma sometime, whether it be in this lifetime or many lifetimes from now. That's up to me and how quick I can learn that lesson. So this person learned it, right? They learned it. And that's good, because this is like, it's karma paid off. Anyway, so I feel like this is what they went through, right? So some type of karmic action came at them based on hurt that they had caused you, and maybe others, but you in particular, right? Because you're connected to this soulmate energy. And, you know, so they get it. They really get it. But I feel like what they want to come in and talk about, though, is why they did it, and give you the real reasons. You know, many times someone hurts us and we think it's because they don't love us, because they, you know, The truth is, the truth in the matter is sometimes people hurt us because they're hurt within. They're broken within. Can be completely unrelated. And this is how broken people, when they don't understand that brokenness, this is how they can react, right? They take it out. This is why we always hurt the ones we love, right? That's what they say, you know. Look at some things that we can say to family members that we would probably never say to another human being, right? But we can get away with that. You know, because when you love, and you love deeply, you know what was, you know, you learn, like, through your own family members, and maybe that was our teaching ground of, you know, hurtful things coming towards you. And, you know, you kind of know they didn't really mean that, right? They're just coming from, you know, they're just trying to cut now. But we do it back and forth, that type of thing. So anyway, long story short, except it's too long, or it's already too late. Anyway, so I kind of feel like this person's on a mission. Like, this is my mission, and we go back to the Fool. The Fool tells me chances are it hasn't happened yet. The Hangman, being at half staff, so to speak, tells me it hasn't happened yet, but it is clearly formed in thought, and I do feel like soon there's action. I do feel like also there was something that needed to be cleared up in that life before I could open up to a new life. So there was a clearing up of that, and probably had to be done, type of thing. Okay, let's keep going. So we have a few things going on here, but they all kind of have the same characters in it, whether it be business or love here. You know, it's almost like I can see through the cards this way, their point of view, and if I go this way, your point of view. So I'm almost seeing the conversation, right? And I know part of the conversation is going to say, and, you know, I don't know if it's you or them saying it, but I feel like it's you, saying, you know, I don't know if I can trust you. I don't think you're saying I can't trust you. I don't think you're saying no's. You're saying maybes and I don't knows. You're not saying no, and you're not saying yes. You're right in that middle of I don't know. Don't know if I can trust you. And, you know, I'm not sure I'm willing, because I'm not saying no. I'm not sure I'm willing to take that chance. The Fool is about taking a chance. But again, the Hangman's at half staff, so. And I do think you may come into that conversation a little aggressive. That, of course, is up to you. Well, I just realized we've got 2 7s right here, following each other. Okay, so anyways, I feel like, as it comes to romance here, I feel like these two people, I feel like you'll have that initial, you know, that initial, but you hurt me. Okay, but let me explain. And we have to just get past that point and get to the point of conversation. Not judgment, just conversation. And I feel like we have the opportunity to clear that up. Because, you know, this person, I feel, is coming back with an authentic heart, an authentic proposal. This isn't someone who has a habit of coming together and leaving, no, I don't feel that. I feel like this person, I feel like, you know, clearly this person feels like you're a soulmate, and I feel like they would treat you that way. So I don't feel like I have a dirtbag here, okay? I guess is what I'm trying to say. Someone who comes in and lies, comes in and just breaks my heart a little bit more. By the way, if that keeps happening to you, the universe is giving you a test to see when you're going to say no to that, when you're going to cut that off, Why? Because you're not respecting you. You're not honoring you. And that's got to come first. It has to come first. All right. So remember that. If you have someone who keeps coming back and they are not changing, and they're lying, and they cheat again, and things like that, your lesson is to end it. Right? It's not just about the new things and the good things, and that our soul's lesson here is to close doors so other doors can open, so new experiences can happen. But it's, it's almost like a universal law that this portal won't open until this door is closed, because the two energies don't go together. They don't mix. Right? It's like being on Earth and then going to the moon. We can't just do that, right? We wouldn't be able to breathe. So, think about all that. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Nine of Cups. It's like, in a way, I'm glad you're back. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad you're back. Because I've also been missing you, and I'm glad you're back. However, I like my life right now. I like the way my life is. And maybe I'm not, maybe I don't have everything I want and all that, but that's what I'm working towards. Okay, I'm working towards that. I've spent time, and I've also reflected back, and I've taken a moment or two to heal the pain. But I haven't forgotten the actions. So, it's like you find me at a good place in my life, and are you worth taking a chance? Are you worth it? Now, both of you are feeling this soulmate energy. Both of you. And by the way, I also feel like this is relating to this energy in business, because I feel like this is about the confidence I have within. And I feel like, I don't need to collaborate. I don't need to collaborate with you. I can do it on my own. I'm choosing to do that. So if I can't trust your energy, well then, I may be thinking, I'm just going to do it on my own. So I feel like right now, it's an important period, because I feel like whoever this person is, they're going to rise or they're going to fall. And I feel like you're going to see it. If you don't see it with your own eyes, you're going to know it, okay? So whether someone else tells you or it's written somewhere, you're going to know it. It's going to be seen. And I don't know, I kind of feel like I'm giving this person a test too. So I feel like a lot of people are getting these tests, it's like, it's time to either rise or fall. Right? And maybe that's a universal message to all of us. Like, it's time now, right? Like, maybe we've been taking it easy, hangman, right? We've been just hanging in there. Not, can be in thought. Would love to do that. Wish I could do that. So all been in thought. And the universe is saying, okay, it's time to put these plans into place. So, it's time to rise. It's time to fall. We have the Eight of Swords. So somebody's worried about their final decision and what other people will think about it. So what I mean by that is, as I'm weighing my options of maybe whether do I give this person another chance, whether it be business or love, I'm also thinking about what people around me will say, will think of me. Right? So it's not just about, my thought process, which I feel like may be an area where we're stuck, though. So my thought process is not just what do I want, right? What do I want? What do I want? What does my intuition tell me? Which, matter of fact, is exactly what you should listen to, is your own intuition. And Aquarius, you have beautiful intuition, so trust them, right? Work with them, build them up, and then trust them, and you can't go wrong. You'll know what to do. Anyway, so I feel like the universe is saying, you understand that what you're doing is you're taking what is your portal, right? Your opportunity in whatever it is, and you're deciding whether you want to walk through that portal based on what people around you would say, would think, would do. You know, I feel like maybe I'd have to persuade them, which you have the energy of persuasion here, so you could. But you have some fear wrapped around that. So, and that's self-created. Eight of Swords is a self-created energy, so remember that. So whatever I'm thinking up here, I have to be careful that it's not something I created within my own mind, right? A fear, maybe I created a block. Like, where'd that block come from? Well, you created it. Four of Wands. Wow, look at this. The Four of Wands under the Two of Cups. That is beautiful. However, the Eight of Swords is right next to that. So this is fear of making a commitment. This is the fear of making a commitment, even though I know that this person is my soulmate. Now, we can take the word soulmate out of that. It's the feeling that I have within me, right? Like, it doesn't matter what I do, right? With the Five of Cups there, I try to not think about this person. I try to get over this person. You know, I moved on with my life, and I've worked on me, and, you know, I feel like I'm still a good person, but this energy, like, there's no way that it ever left you. No way it ever left you, but that doesn't take away the fear factor. Not only can you make the commitment, will they make the commitment, but what will other people think about it, say about it? Well, hello, Ace of Wands. I think the Fool just got the green light. And hello, right next to the Four of Wands. So the Fool just got the green light. This is take action. Get ready. Open your door. Get moving. That's what this is. This is take it. Opportunity. This is passion. So this comes from my passion. And it also tells us that where we're walking next is full of passion. So it's a passionate journey. Okay? This is not a mental time. I feel like we're rising. We choose to rise. It's like, here we go. We choose to rise. We choose to rise. And so we do. And it's a passionate time in our life. Again, we're not in our head. We're out of our heads. I mean, come on. That's a good time. Doesn't mean it's an easy time. But it's a passionate-based life now. That's kind of cool. And if I choose, I'm not doing it alone. We have the Chariot. So I often think of the Chariot as the energy of we call it in, right? It has to be matched. Like the universe has the Chariot. The Chariot's waiting, right? Your Chariot is awaiting. But we have to be able to call that energy in. And we have to be, you know, it's like manifesting. It has to be through a balanced energy. It's the only way the Chariot has movement in my readings, okay? Other people may say different things, but I go all by what I'm feeling. Many times when I talk about a card, it has nothing to do about the meaning. So if you've never been here before, I apologize. I probably should tell people that. Yeah. Anyway, so balanced energy. This is the balance, though, of the masculine and the feminine. The yin and the yang. Spiritual and earthly. It's the balance. It's when I have a balance in all those, which isn't as hard as we think. It's really, you know, it's really a mindset. And we start realize, like, you know, I can just change my mindset and really start entering myself in a completely different world. What do I got to lose? I'm going to try it. So, this is when the Chariot comes in. Chariot lets you take it anywhere you want. You know, it's free will. You take it freely. And, you know, you're the driver. This is about intuitively moving, right? A Chariot's not holding on to the reins here. Well, that's not even a movement, but it's not holding on to the reins. So it's intuitively moving the Chariot. And that's what you are, right? You are the Chariot. So you're intuitively moving yourself through life. So it talks about also, though, you know, many people be like, well, when's the Chariot coming in for me? Well, what's coming before it? The Ace of Wands. When I get the fire in my belly again. When I'm willing to take a chance. You know, Chariot's not about, I have my whole life planned out. Not at all. It's just about taking a chance through balanced energy and opening yourself up to what can be. You're right. We get in this balance. Wow. What can be can blow your mind. You all know that. Think back to sometime in your life when you were in this type of energy. And what kept coming around you, right? Sometimes you're like, wow, I feel lucky. I feel lucky. It's your energy. When we're down, right? Down, deep in it. And we're feeling sorry for ourselves. Many times we bring more harsh energy to us. Right? Because we're putting out that energy. What we put out has to match us coming back. That's why. That's why they tell you, you know, be careful of your thoughts. Now, just forget that. You don't have to be careful of your thoughts. Control your thoughts. They start to get negative. Like, no, bullshit. Clearly, with the Eight of Swords here, no, it's just bullshit. This is self-created, right? I'm creating thoughts in my mind, and then I'm believing them. Right? I keep telling myself the same thing, so then I believe it. I become it. But it's not truly who I am. Right? It's just a layer. It's like a blanket over you, but you can get rid of the blanket. It's not, you know, you didn't ruin your life, destroy anything. This is a temporary action if I allow it. Okay? But it's completely different energy than the Chariot with the Ace of Wands. And it's just saying, you know, when you take a chance and you do it through passion, you know, I can see like, it's like this path reveals itself, and I don't know, I know it's joyful down there, right? I just know it. I just know it. So when I come from that energy, it's like the Ace is saying, you're creating it. As you walk along, you're creating more, and you're creating more. Keep creating out of joy. Okay. Aquarius, I kind of love your reading, I have to tell you. It feels very, very clear to me, and I feel like with a little bit of awareness here today, I feel like some of you are going to make life-changing decisions. And some of it's not a new decision. It is, you're going to go on something that you previously held yourself back from. And I feel like you're intuitively feeling it, like you're feeling that, what's out there, you know, I feel like I'm meant to work with this person, right? We collaborate so well, but then something happens. Can I trust them again? Keeping my intuition here, right? Because the swords that I have, which by the way is only the 8, oh no, sorry, you have the 7 up here. So the swords that we have are really the more difficult swords, right? But again, self-created. So they don't have to stay in my life. I'm choosing to keep myself in this. But anyway, what's my point? My point is that I feel like you're getting this pull, this linger, and you may be in that battle right now of should I or shouldn't I, can I or will I? Okay, interesting. I have the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and I know I haven't even called out any people. And the reason I feel like is I feel like this is for so many people that I cannot limit it by a card. So I'm just not going to, okay, guys? All right, I'm going to bring out the Cosmic Tarot. By the way, this was the Universal Tarot. I haven't used them as the leading cards in a long time, and I have to say, they've done well today. So 7, 7, and then I have the 5 and 2 together. 7, 7, 7, 7. Interesting. Could be something in the 7th house, right? 7th house, seventh house energy. 777. I'm thinking of, what do you call those machines where you pull down the lever, and I'm seeing the 7, 7, 7 coming up. We might be entering into lucky energy. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. I don't know, guys. I mean, I don't know. Someone may be afraid that someone will steal their winnings. So maybe I don't do it. I don't do something. But yet, you know, I feel like, bam, that was like really quick, real quick luck. You know what I mean? Like, it just seemed like real quick luck. So, okay. I honestly don't even feel like I need to clarify this at all. But we'll go ahead and see if we can go deeper. Let's just do the top line. We'll do it all together. But the Hangman has my attention. And I think I just want to take a card on there to see if there's anything in particular that would get this Hangman into the awareness state. By the way, another 7 down here. But I don't get a card. I always feel like, okay, I feel like I'm missing something. And I'm not meant to go on until I find this. So I'm always like looking, am I missing something? Did I miss anything? Yeah, I feel like I just have to throw it there also. Don't be afraid of what other people think in 2020. Let's just say for the whole damn year. Don't stop yourself from doing something you feel you're meant to do. Or if it's a person you're meant to be with. Try not to base your decision on others. Okay? I feel like it's important. Because I feel others will hold you back. Whether it's coming from their own fear, whether it's coming from love or what have you. I feel like other people can have the tendency to hold us back. Listen, where they don't know the facts, they don't feel your heart. So, anyway, excuse me. We have the 9 of Pentacles. There's the Wheel of Fortune again. Take a chance on me, take a chance on me. The Devil. And the Princess of Wands. So, some of you, it's clearly taking a chance with your own business. And I don't know, I just feel like it is coming up again of someone something you can't trust in, someone you're feeling like you can't trust in. I do feel like some of you are going to cut ties with someone you've been working with, and I feel like you're going to do it on your own. You know, whether this person has done anything or hasn't, it's more even in the energy. It's in the energy. It's almost like someone is like I collaborate with someone because I thought it would help the process, maybe even speed up the process, or, you know, build the business quicker. But what I find is it's like there's a lot of resistance. Or, you know, it can be resistance, but it can also be like, you know, I go in with the mind of, I want to build something, right? Like, I want to build it, and I want to be successful, and I'm willing to put in the hard work. But when I'm around this person, they tend to get me in the energy of maybe I start drinking when normally I'd be working, you know, or they get me to go out. You know, I'm going to work on Saturday. I plan on working on Saturday, but they talk me into going out on Friday night, and you know, and we end up staying out till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Well, there goes what I plan to do. So you know, there goes my plan. So someone's doing that, and I feel like you know, you're starting to realize that. So, you know, it's like a energy vampire. Because I feel like whoever this person is, particularly who I was just talking about the scenario, I feel like I don't feel like they're going to change anytime soon. You know, this may be a lifetime partier, you know, or a lifetime sarcastic. I don't know, but your energy and their energy doesn't seem, and maybe at one time it did, right? Maybe you've grown, but they're not quite growing with you, you know, and maybe over a couple drinks you were talking about like, hey, look, you know, look what we could do together, and you ran with it, but you're finding now that it doesn't work. So I do think some of you are going to be cutting ties with that person, and maybe that's your question, why you came here. And I feel like, you know, the universe has your back. You know, the universe has your back here and agrees with you. But then, you know, the Princess of Wands comes out. So she's someone who listens to her intuition, is what she does. And she's coming over the Hangman. So she's got some energy beside her that could pull her one direction, or she could go another. She may have to leave one energy to go to the other. And although Princess of Wands wants to, right? She like, to me, she's like, she's a yes. You know, you call her up, hey, you want to go camping? Yeah. Oh, cool. You want to go hiking? Yep. You know, there's no no's coming from her. Like, yep, let's go. Let's do it. I'll think about it later. But yet, again, it's kind of the same thing. Because of the other energy, it takes me out of my potential. It takes me out of the potential that I know that I have within me. So there's other energy coming from people or person. And it is clearly, I mean, I'm seeing it like a 50-50. Like they hold me down 50, and I still have this fire 50, right? But I need to maybe I need to commit to one or the other. I hope you commit to the fire. Anyway. So you have the energy of success here, by the way. You have the energy of success, but it's coming over the Fool. So it comes under or over the energy of taking a chance. So my success comes from my decision going forward, right? I could be successful now, too. But this is talking about my real success, the type of success that it's like I'm building my foundation, and I'm building it solid. You know, I'm not building it to last for 30 years. I'm building it to life, to last eternity, you know. So This is the energy, you know, and I feel like this is the energy you're moving into. And you're probably feeling it. You're like, I'm feeling it. I'm not sure what it all is yet and what it all means. But I have this urge to move away from what I'm realizing is really holding me down. It's almost like, you know, I'm sticky and I can't move well within that energy, and I just want to fly. Okay, let's keep going. I have the World card and I have the Five of Cups, and this is coming over the Seven of Swords. And you know, here is the question, right? Here is, what do I do here, right? Here is the energy of looking back at this person, missing this person. Now, we're flipping the script a little bit here. We're not talking about the energy of, this energy is about someone who, where this person had like this awareness, this awakening about you and coming back in, okay? So it puts you in the same energy, puts two people in the same energy of the Five of Cups, both missing each other, neither one getting over. To me, the Five of Cups is, I haven't gotten over it yet. That's why my focus is still on it. Doesn't mean I didn't move on in life. Again, doesn't mean that other things didn't happen. But my heart has been, you know, has been there. And think about the Five of Cups, because, you know, I'm focusing on these three cups. Three, to me, represents the heart. And there's two cups behind me. Two cups that I'm not even aware of. To me, that's potential sometimes. It's the potential of the same love. They're in the same card. Moving into the world energy. So the world energy is the portal of spirituality. It's the acceptance of spirituality, and it's the willingness and want to live within my spirituality now, right? It becomes, you know, and I talk about that as not just saying, hey, I'm spiritual. I'm living that way. So I think about my mental health, right? I think about I'm learning to master my body and my thoughts and my mind. I know I don't walk alone, and I welcome, right? I pray, I meditate, I know I need to get out to nature. All these things are things I already know, and when I move into the World card, I become them, I do them. And listen, it just changes your life. You know, you don't know it, you don't feel it when you're sitting outside of it. You know, you have to be in it to truly feel it, but you can imagine it. So here it is, anyway. But it's coming over the energy of, can I trust them? Can I trust them? I want them, right? And I want them in, I do want them in my next chapter, right? It's here. Look at that, I have the Eight of Swords. So I was going to move down here, and I'm like, nah, I don't feel like this is over yet. And one card pops out, the Eight of Swords. So here we go again. This is the self-created fear, okay? This is the wall I put around me. All right, you hurt me once, and this wall came up. It came up. And here it is again. So within this energy of trusting you, I'm scared shitless here. This is just, you know, my walls came, you know, it's like, imagine this gate that comes from above down, and I'm just standing there, and the phone rings, and it's you, and boom, that gate comes down and surrounds me immediately. So, you know, this is something you're going to have to work through. Only you can work through this. This is not about them. It's not about the universe. This is not about your mom. You know what I mean? This is you. This is you. This is you. It's in your thoughts, right? So you can pinpoint what holds me back from maybe just, doesn't mean I have to say yes to something, but I don't want to come out, I don't want to make decisions out of fear, okay? Because a lot of times that turns to regret. And by the way, we had 2 people living in the energy of regret. So this is saying I haven't quite got over that, right? Over here I'm saying I've been working on myself, I've been making things better, but I feel like so one thing I haven't thought about is my mental capacity over this, what's going on with my thought process. Got to get that under control. And I have to tell you again, like once you do that, you feel free. Just tell yourself when it says you can't do that. Yes, I can. I can do anything I want. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Anything you can do, I can do better. I just sang that song to my boyfriend the other day. Anything you can do, I can do too. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Look at this. The 7 of Wands is coming over the 7 of Wands. The Hermit. Card of Virgo. 6 of Wands. So you have a lot of fire on this table, guys. A lot of fire. A lot of fire. And I feel like for some of you, it's learning. You need to control. So you're feeling passionate or something. Maybe you're even feeling somewhat aggressive. And I feel like there's just a need to control that. It's like bridal passion. Okay. So maybe I can't have it over here. So it erupts over here. Okay. So here's the bottom line. I feel like there is definitely some, it's like debates going on, and it just looks even. It's reminding me of the government. It's reminding me of the impeachment right now, right? It's almost like the 50-50 stand. No one listening to anyone's side, right? I stand on my side, you stand on your side, and no one is considering the other side, right? So it's coming from a lot of ego, is what I'm feeling right now, or it did. It came from a lot of ego. I feel like, though, whoever, how do I say this? Because, there is a 6 of Wands here, so there is a victor here. Someone has the victory, if I had to put it that way. But they had to travel through the Hermit energy to get it. So they had to go within, and they had to figure out the real answer. So when they presented their case the next time, it was coming from the energy of spirituality. It was coming in the energy of good for all, and not just good for me. So you persuade, right? They see your side. They do see your side. This energy is moving towards the 2 of Cups. So for some of you, I feel like it is in defense of a person, of what you would call your soulmate, right? The person that you long for in your heart. And I also want to say, I have a feeling, because I feel like you may be in, again, that energy of, I'm trying to explain something, but I'm getting so passionate about it that people just aren't getting it. And I also feel like I could take all that energy and move it back to when you were in a relationship with the person in the 2 of Cups with you. I feel like I could take that energy and move it back, because I feel like I had 2 people, you and them, and maybe it's just when you fought, but I feel like, so a lot of passion, but that passion would show itself as aggression also. I feel like it's both. Like, honest to God, it's like 50-50, right? If I'm being attacked, of course, I'm going to think it's all their fault, but I'm forgetting about the time that I attacked, or did I originally throw out the first attack? I mean, I could go on and on about 2 people coming from the same energy. Why? Well, first of all, you're soulmates, so it's almost like we didn't recognize that, so we couldn't read that energy. So we feared that energy, so both of us created, right, this Eight of Swords that keeps popping up. We created this wall. Maybe I didn't know at the time I was creating it. Maybe it's with my reflection back. I realize that. And because I realize that, I can now come to the table with a different mindset, right? I don't have the same limitations I just had 2 minutes ago. I just don't have the same limitations because now I know. Now I know. And then look at this. You have this Ace of Wands. So it's with the awareness and getting rid of this Ace of Swords, or I mean the Eight of Swords, you have this Ace of Wands with the Chariot. Take it anywhere you want, baby. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? You know, and you have the Nine of Cups above that. That's beautiful energy, guys. It's beautiful energy. But what's also attached to that is the missing of someone. Someone that you can't seem to get out of your heart. Just the way it is, right? I have the commitment card. I feel like I have one side is like, yes, I'm ready. Yeah, I will say yes. And I have the other side is like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Right? It's probably why the Hangman's here. Like, I don't know. I feel like I got to keep saying, I don't know. I don't want to say I don't know. Right? Maybe I want to say yes. But, oh, this energy pulls me right back. That's like why the devil is here. Right? It's this lower energy that is trying to pull you in. What do you do in that type of energy? You got to learn that you're stronger than that. Doesn't matter what's trying to pull you down. You can always pull yourself up. You have so much more power than we realize when we're in the midst of things. And this is what life is about, right? Each adventure, each experience gives us a new toll. It gives us a new toll that is ours for eternity. It helps us now, but we have to remember that we have them, right? That's the magician. The magician says, remember all that you are. You have all these tools. You have walked these roads before. And all you need to do is remember that. And call on the wisdom that you already have. Learn that your wisdom and your thoughts are two different things. You have power over your thoughts. This is about following your intuition. You know, and the Hermit, I feel like I'm receiving this epiphany as the Hermit, right? So I'm in this cave. I've isolated myself, so nothing can get to me, and I can have a clear. It's almost like I'm going into meditation, and through meditation, I feel that connection, right? I feel that connection of I'm not alone, and I do have help on this journey, and I can pull from my higher selves. We can say, I can pull from them. Some of you may have I don't know, like this may be your 6th time experience this exact thing, and maybe you always said no, right? Maybe you always pulled back into this fear-based energy. In this lifetime, here you are again. You're at that crossroads. What are you going to do, right? Right? Do we want to write our destiny in a different way? That's our choice and our decision. I have the moon coming over the 5 of Cups, card of Pisces, Capricorn up here, Virgo on the table, Cancer on the table, Pisces, I just said Pisces, on the table, and I'm sure there's more. Oh, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces again. Anyway, so the moon comes out. It's funny, I was talking about the moon earlier because it's like, I feel like I'm in this Five of Cups energy and I'm thinking of someone and I'm like, how can I get from here to there? How can I get from here to there? And even if I get there, the atmosphere is so different. Will I survive? Can I survive in that atmosphere? Right? I kind of like the oxygen I have right now. Can I survive in it? So, you know, I have a lot of things going on, a lot in my mind, and it is because not everything is clear. It's not clear, you know. Sometimes we're waiting for the universe to illuminate things for us so we can understand, right? But that's not what it's about. The universe is like, no, no, no. It's like me teaching you a class and then you wanted me to also take your test for you, right? I'm not meant to take your test. I'm only meant to teach the lesson and you take the test. You know, there's no pass, there's no fail. There's just ascension. There's just dimension, that type of thing. Energy. So, the universe says these answers that you seek many times, you already have them. And it is, you know, it's going into that quiet mind and finding them. Right? The wheel above there is also, you know, it's illumination. So, it's not you're like stuck on your own to figure this out. No, there's beautiful illumination in there. But you need to go into the quiet mind. And you need to trust what you feel. Trust what you feel. And the more that you do that, the more you'll trust. And the more you trust, the easier life gets. The better life gets. Right? This is when true success comes. It's when peace of mind comes, no matter the circumstances. It's fitting your reading would be this beautiful. I find it beautiful. Being a new year. We have the Three of Swords. It's shown in reverse. Coming over the Eight of Cups. I'm sorry, the Eight of Swords. It's funny I said the Eight of Cups because the Eight of Cups is about getting my emotional house in order and then moving out of it, right? Moving out and moving towards truly what I want, what makes me happy. So the Eight of Swords with the Three of Swords coming over that talks about the pain of someone, right? Something that hurt me deeply. It hurt me deeply. And it's from that hurt that a wall is created. So you may have a couple walls, but it's directly to the hurt. To tell you, two people are hurt here, though. Anyway, the Three Swords coming in reverse is telling me you can overcome this, that you absolutely can overcome this. You know, you go from the 3 to the 4. So that's progression. That's things get better type of energy. That's solid. So if you think you cannot get over the heartache, you can. And you will. You know, absorb it as just what it is. It's the energy. It's the remnants of, right? It doesn't have to become part of me. It's just the remnants. It's like when you blow a candle out, you know, and the smoke that lingers for a little bit. That's what this is. This is that lingering smoke. But it can and will clean out or clear away if I got to open a window. I just got to open a window. And the rest will take care of itself. I have the Hierophant just popped out. Card of Taurus. Coming over the Four of Wands. That's kind of beautiful, right? That's a higher way of being. That is living through my faith, my spirituality. Certainly the card can be the card of marriage, right? And it's falling on the Four of Wands, but this also can be the card of marriage. It's the card of commitment, though. Definitely a card of commitment. And You know, it talks about the energy that two people can come from. You know, I heard somebody say one time, you know, do we get with the wrong people, or is there only like one person for us? You know, and things like that. And the person said, anyone's the right one if that's the experience you want. It's up to you, whatever you want to create. You can make anything work with anyone if two people can understand the other's energy, you know. So why am I saying that? I don't know. I feel like I want to let some stress off of you. Almost like you feel like you just kept making wrong choices and wrong choices. Not that we always make wrong choices. It's just that we don't allow ourselves to get out of that energy. So it just keeps repeating itself and repeating itself. We're not claiming the lesson. So the lesson's repeating, you know. May not repeat in the same way or repeat in different ways. But nonetheless, it's the same lesson within it and gives you the same grade. So, I hate to say lessons, but action, reaction. Let's look at our final two cards. Reading's going a little longer than I wanted. I thought, New Year, I'm going to try to make my readings short. Nope. I have the Five of Pentacles. Well, you know, here's movement. Coming over the Four of Wands, this is movement. You know, this is the energy of walking through your fear. And this is the energy, I feel like a lot of times the universe is saying, listen, as you start walking, I'm going to make sure that the right people are in place for you. So if you start to fall, someone will come in some way and illuminate something to you. Person may only come for 2 minutes, may come in for 2 weeks. It's the energy of soulmates being put in place for you to help you along this path. This is the energy of walking with my woundedness. Is that a word? Woundedness. And walking anyway. Going forward anyway. I have to have some trust in the universe, right? But it's definitely the energy of, you know, the universe just saying, if you can just know that, you know, and you've met many, many, many soulmates along this path. There have been many people put in place for you to help trigger you, to get you to turn left, right? To, you know, in some way illuminate something that is for you, is better for you. Something you truly wanted versus what you're asking for. It's what your soul longing was. So just know that this isn't new. This is just saying they'll be there again. They'll be there again if you need them. If you need them. But coming over the Ace of Wands, it's like I don't want to take whatever this wound is and allow it to stop me from living my life anymore. It's also the energy of understanding that I'm not just wounded, I'm also a warrior, right? I'm a warrior. I'm the wounded warrior, but I'm a warrior nonetheless. You don't get that title of warrior by doing nothing, right? By staying in the Eight of Swords energy, the fear-based energy. No, this is like the Princess of Wands up here. You want to go camping? Sure. If something happens, we'll deal with it then. I'm not going to pretend it's going to happen. I'm not going to act like it's going to happen. Something happens, we'll deal with it at the time. But yeah, I'll go. Sure. Sure. Walk through your woundedness. You know, sometimes you have to be willing to give up material things to make some other type of gain in your life. Don't let material things hold you in place either. This feels really like an important message right now. Like if I'm not leaving a situation, maybe I'm in a divorce proceeding, and you know, we're fighting over the furniture and stuff like that. Like, you know, I was like, you know, if you don't need it, don't fight for it. Like, don't fight just to fight. Because I don't know. Like, I feel like where you're going next, you're not going to need it anyway, right? But maybe an ego thing, right? You know, I mean, we all get it, right? We've probably all been there. Though I have to say, I walked, I left, I didn't argue at all. When it came to things, of course, we didn't have that much either. Yeah, we were young. But anyway, so don't allow material things to hold you back from whatever adventure it is you want to take. Okay? Because you will, I don't know, like you recreate yourself. You'll recreate yourself, and I think you'll love the new version, and you'll be glad you let the old version go. I had the Five of Wands. Okay, we're going to do one more shuffle. Some of you may want to enter into a competition. Maybe you are going from the East Coast to the West Coast and you don't have a lot of money. You know, I feel like it's the saying, if you got passion in your heart, that's what you need right now. Maybe the rest, you know, like literally, Sandy, I have no money. I'm going to be going on a bus. And I feel like it's saying, you know, you never know who you're going to meet on the bus. It's like, yeah, I'm heading that way too. And I have a friend who's allowing me to stay for a couple weeks. You want to come with me? And, you know, hello, there's soulmate number one. You know, and you go to the person's house and you get to know them, and they're like, hey, there's a job opening where I work at. You want to apply? Soulmate number two, right? There's all these people in the Five of Pentacles energy. I take that chance, and I move with passion in my heart. Things sometimes just feel like they fall in place, even though I'm starting from what feels like struggle, right? But maybe I'm not looking at it that way anymore. Anyway, you know, if there's the competition, if there's, I don't know, I just feel like go. Please, go, go, go. I have the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I have the Four of Cups. And I have the Nine of Wands. You know, I think some of you have forgotten who you were. And what I mean by that is I think you forgot your sense of adventure. I think you, and listen, maybe you never had it in this lifetime, but it doesn't mean you never had it. Because this talks about all the lives, right? All the lives leading up until this point. All the lives energy leading to this point. Okay, that's all yours. It's all your power. And I feel like I've entered into like a comfort zone. And I've become comfortable in the comfort zone. But I'm not. Say that. And you know, there's comfort. There is comfort. Right? There's comfort in not making movement. But there's another side to that eats away at you at the same time. It's your soul saying, we weren't meant to stay in this comfort. It's not what we came here for. You can fight it, right? You can do whatever you want with it. But, you know, there's the warrior in you that doesn't want to be silenced, that wants to move forward. Doesn't care what I bring with me. And it's not even about what I bring with me. It's about how I see what's going forward. So, and I'm saying that because I can see you holding yourself back from a few things. Love, for sure. I can even be in a relationship, but I've built walls around my heart, so I don't give this person all that I could give. And I don't like my relationship. I don't like my marriage. But yet I am not giving them all I can give them. And they piss me off, right? So I stopped giving. Then I started complaining because I'm not receiving. They stopped giving. I stopped giving. So the energy matches our energy. So even in that, right, I have to make a choice. If I know that I stopped giving, well, maybe if I start giving, maybe if I test the theory and I give first. Maybe they're a little stubborn. You know, I have King of Pentacles here. He can be stubborn, right? He can stick to his guns, but he can also be persuaded. So a man of reason, a woman of reason. Just have to persuade him, but it can be done. So if I truly think about all that, and I want love again, and we had that, right? We had that. I'm not talking about any old person here. Like, we had that. We had that connection. It was deep. Maybe I can fix it from here, right? We don't need to go through the drama of the breaking up and other people, and then 20 years later want to come back. Maybe I can fix it from right where I'm at. And maybe I can begin the process. Maybe if I give, eventually I'll receive. If not, then at least I tried, right? I can walk away with a clear conscience, with a clear heart. I don't leave in anger, I don't leave broken, I leave knowing that I tried, right? And I can only do what I can do. But if it starts for me, maybe it'll come back to me. I have a feeling it will. I don't know who I'm speaking to right now, but I feel like right at this moment, I'm here to try to save your relationship, a relationship you're already in. And I feel because, you know, I feel like there's love. There's definitely love, but there's a sense of boredom wrapped around it at the same time. So I feel like it's two people who kind of gave up. I think you'll know who you are. This is not someone who's been treating me shitty and, like, you know, this is someone where, I mean, yeah, we've been treating each other like, you know, second-class citizens, maybe, I don't know. But you know in your heart, you know there's that connection. Just lost. Okay. So, I feel like what your reading is talking about is, you know, when you get stuck with decisions and, you know, should I follow my intuition? Oh my God, it's so damn scary, right? It's so scary. This is a time when whether I got to go to meditation or I just remind myself. Remind yourself often. Like, listen, I have walked this path before, and I have mastered it before, and, you know, I have lived in lifetimes with kings and queens, and, you know, I have done it all. I've lived in lifetimes where witches were getting burned at the stake, and, you know, I've experienced it all. This situation here is not bigger than me. I am bigger than it. Just need to find that within me. Need to find it. It's just been lost, right? It's been lost, but here's the wheel. The Fool is clear, clean energy, bright energy. No darkness in the Fool. It's bright energy. Matter of fact, sometimes you got to hold the Fool back because I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. You guys want to be that. I can feel it. You want to be that energy, but you're at half staff. You'd have staff. And it's like the hangman's, it's up to you, waiting on you. Your choice, right? You have a lot of help that you can pull on. Just remember that. And I think I'm going to leave it there. I just don't want the reading to get too long. And the only reason I worry about them too long is I don't want people to miss a reading because they're like, that is so long. I know once I get them here, they'll know it's theirs. But it's getting them here. So that's what I worry about with time. Not that I mind doing it. I love doing your readings. So anyway, thank you guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Thank you for everything, guys. Thank you for a beautiful 2019. Thank you for helping to support me through your donations, through your comments, through your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. You blow me away, and that's why I want to blow you away each and every month. I want to give you the best I can. And, you know, I feel your love, and I give it right back to you, truly. All right, my loves, go out and have an awesome 2020. Don't let anything get in your way. I love you.